Honest Chronicles, and I am back with another video. This is CHYNA, period, just like this shirt. Okay, so this is basically a first semester wrap up, going through the pandemic, and did I say that right? But whatever, going through all that with the coronavirus and stuff, you know, whatever. So I got my grades back and stuff, and so I took, what is it? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I had 5 classes, and it was terrible. Like, it was just terrible all around. I did math, I did reading, I did career, explore, I think it's like explore or something like that. Something like that, I don't know. History and psychology. So with all of those classes, okay, so for math, I got a C in. Keep in mind, math is like, the math that it was, it's like basically you're on a computer doing math, and then you got to do 2 hours in the classroom, and then you do 2 hours in a lab. Okay, so mind you, we got back after spring break, and then we didn't come back. So we were supposed to do 4 hours each week at home, and it's like, I just dropped the ball. Like, I wasn't really, I'm at home. I'm not, I'm not focused on school because I'm at home clearly, and then all this stuff going around. So yeah, I dropped the ball with the whole thing, but whatever. So yeah, but I just didn't do a couple of the weeks. I missed a couple of the weeks and whatever. So whatever. Reading, I got a C in that. It was a cool class. It's just like, I'm an in-person type of person. Like, I'm an in-person type of learner. I have to be there. Like, I can't just and then on top of that, it was a whole mess. But I mean, it is what it is. Can't dwell on the past, but what I could do is, get to the future, whatever. The career class, I got an A in. We didn't really do anything in there. Like, the first couple weeks, he kept canceling the class. So I got an A in there. History, how do you just say it when you withdraw a class? Yeah, I did that because it was history, and it was Latin. I think it was Latin history or Latin America history. I actually liked the class though. When we were in school and stuff, I liked the class. I was actually learning about a lot of different stuff, and it was actually registering and actually I guess during talk to you about it. I was happy with that class. But once it was no in person, you would read something, then go to class, and then we'll have a pop quiz about it, what we read, and then she'll have a slideshow presentation, whatever you want to call it, and then she'll talk about all this other stuff. She'll sit there and be patient with you, answer questions and stuff like that. And it was really interesting. But once we wasn't in class, and I'm it was so much, and then the reading, and then going from BC to this and to this time, and then bouncing, couldn't do it. And then the psychology, I'm pissed because my major is supposed to be going into psychology. So how do you think I feel right now? I'm beyond measures, because it's a F, not even a D, not even a C, not even a slight B. Starting off in that class, it was cool, but it was I wasn't registering none of the stuff, but it's on me because I wasn't really reading the stuff I was supposed to be reading. I wasn't understanding it. And then the professor, he was cool, but he was an old head. So it's you really wasn't getting through to it was basically you read, and then you come into class, you do a lecture, you can't take pictures of the slides, you can't, you know what I mean? So it's just you ask a question, you're in front of all these people, you ask a question and nobody understands, you feel dumb. So, I mean, it is what it is. So it was just a loss all around. So yeah, when I talked to my advisor about the psychology class in the first place, he was who's your, teacher or whatever, professor? And I told him his name, and he's just I've been hearing about him for over 10 years. And I'm just what do you like? So there's nothing I can do, like, you know what I mean? So it was just like one of those situations where it's like, you know, he's not changing the class, he's stuck in his ways, and then on top of that, you're a psychology teacher, so it's just like for you to be given exams, and I'm taking, if the class is for 50 minutes, if I'm sitting in here for 50 minutes taking an exam, everybody else is leaving, I'm the only one still sitting here. Clearly I need more time than other people. So when we come and start online and you're doing exams on, you know, at home exams, and we have 30 minutes for each question, but if I'm sitting in the classroom for 50 minutes, baby, it's not adding up. And then on top of that, it's not like there is one question, like it's one sentence questions. Like, no, this is like 3 questions. So this is not a PSSA. This is not no, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, this is not, it was just not adding up. So it was just like, you're giving us 30 minutes for 30 questions. So that's 1 minute each. Now imagine if you don't understand it. So when you try to go back and read it and then try to understand what, so it was just like, it was not fair at all. Like, I feel like that class is not fair. The final was on a book that we never read. He never told us to purchase this book. He never said, oh, this is the book that will be on the final. He never said anything like that. So it's like, did you just think that your class was cheating and then we could look it up or something like that? So it's just like, I don't understand that. Like, how are you going to give us an exam on something that we clearly, you didn't put in, what is it, a syllabus or anything else? So I was just so over the class because it's just like, whatever, like it is. But at the end of the day, it's my fault. I should have probably like reached out more. I should have probably, you know, tried to get a tutor or something like that. But then on top of that, like, you know, we're going through a whole pandemic. So it's just like, you know, it is what it is. So I got this freaking letter from Indiana University of Pennsylvania. This letter is stating that I have under a 2.00 GPA. So I am on academic probation. So here's all the stuff. And then on top of that, they sent me this thing. It's like list of all courses on your transcript, which your current grade is a F. List all the courses on your transcript, which your grade is a D. I don't have no D's. I only have one. Like, I failed one class. So you see how this is not fair during a freaking pandemic. Like, this is not fair at all. And then I dropped the class, so like, was that not accounted for? Or like, I just really don't know. So yeah, it's just like asking me all these questions, like, what am I gonna do in order to basically get my grades up and so I'm not on probation and stuff like that. But it's like, I'm not really a school person in the first place. I'm just trying to, you know, get my life together and try to make something out of it, you know? So this was like, I've been like, really honestly, I've been avoiding this because it's just like, who wants to be on academic probation? That is so embarrassing. Like I got 2 C's, an A, and then an F. But that's my problem. I always think that I could skate through stuff and I don't have to study as much. So when I get back to school, I promise you, I'm going to use my A game, because that's a ghetto, like, oh my God. Okay, so what else do I need to say on here? Okay, so the future, looking forward. So I am setting up a meeting with my advisor because I have been thinking about switching to the IUP culinary division. I don't know what to call it, like I don't know. It's definitely on a different campus. It's not the same campus, but I believe there's a 2-year program. I really think that if I could go to school for business instead of psychology, and I go to the culinary for 2 years, finish with a 4-year degree in culinary, a 4-year degree in business, I can graduate, do an externship, which is a paid internship, and I can open up a business and I could be a whole chef, or I could be a whole business owner and chef, or I could, like, you know what I mean? So I really don't know. My life is like all over the place, but this is just, it's like crazy. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. and I'm disappointed in myself. So I'm trying not to dwell on it. I'm trying to just be like, okay, cool, you know, because it's not really like I just flunked, like I just got D. Is I failed one class and I just didn't make the cut to have above a 2.0, and it is what it is. But yeah, so I just wanted to share with you guys, you know, and give you a, you know, a final review on what I did and what was wrong and where I messed up and stuff like that. I mean, I was sick going to school. I had to go to the hospital like it was 3 different times. I got misdiagnosed and everything. So I don't feel like I did as bad as like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like I was sitting there partying. It wasn't like I was sitting here, you know, just reckless. Like I went to one real party, which was on the weekend. So it's not even like I was partying on a school night. And then the other thing was a little turn up. I probably got in the house before 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, something like that. So yeah, so it's just like, I don't know. It wasn't like I was being reckless. So when I go back to school or do whatever I gotta do, I'm just gonna be on my A game, because this is just, it's a disgrace to myself. Like, what? This is Shauna's Chronicles, and thank you for watching. CHYNA. So yeah, I'll be getting it together and giving you guys an update on what I'm gonna do. Just wanted to let you guys know, and thanks for watching.